Yeah. What's up? It's that boy, Coach Malachi Williams. What's going on, everybody, man? We back in the building. What's happening, man? New Media Today USA Boxing. We back in this BIH. You feel me? Hold on, guys. Let me make sure I got everything. I don't like the way this shit looking. I want to make sure we ain't. Oh, I'm looking good. I'm looking good right here. Let's see if I'm looking good over here. Hold on. All right, I'm looking good over there too. Okay. All right, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Salute. Let me go ahead and get the microphone up. Sorry about that. Salute to everybody, man. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We back for another one. And then tomorrow we're going to have another one. Tomorrow we're going to have another one. Hey, boy, I got a chance to look at that replay of yesterday's show. Bro, yesterday, bro, I ain't going to sit here and lie to you, dog. Yesterday, bro, yesterday's show was classic. Boy, y'all got to say that show right there, boy. Yesterday's show was classic. Yesterday's show was classic. It was that shit was hilarious, bro. Hey, listen. I can honestly say I don't remember the time I ever laughed that hard before in my life, bro. We laughed so hard yesterday, bro. It was like, man, god damn. Shout out to Just Blaze in the building. Jaime Rivera, salute. Al Money, always getting money. What's going on, fam? He say top op here. Let's go. Oh, the top op is here? Okay, all right, top op. He said the top op is here. Let's go. Oh, boy, these dudes, boy, I swear to God, bro. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Y'all know I call it like a TI is, man. I call it like a TI is, boy. Boy, listen, boy, when I be talking, I know exactly what I be talking about because I do my research. You know, it is what it is, though. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, just a fan. Hey, just a fan. A man say Jerry was fire. Hey, Jerry had me laughing. Jerry say, look, man, you know, coach, I mean, I hate to say this, but, you know, the brothers seem like they, you know, the brothers don't want to accept it when they lose to a white guy. Jerry say, you goddamn, he said, you goddamn, you Wakandas and Zamundas out there, y'all can't take the L. Goddamn, they found out it's a white dude. Oh, god damn, boy. Shit, we like, oh, god damn, they kicking our ass. Oh, this is totally going against the, you know, this is totally going against the black man as God, and our melanin is good, is more than enough to whoop somebody else because they don't have the same melanin and skin tone that we have. But that goes totally against it. That goes totally against it. You know what I mean? In boxing, it doesn't work that way. Not in boxing. Your melanin can't do shit with you in boxing. You better know something in boxing. You see what I'm saying? You got to know something in boxing. That's how this shit works, right? That's how it works. Hold on, somebody send me a text. You better know, hold on, guys, somebody send me a text. You better know how to parry. You better know, in boxing, you better know how to parry a straight shot. You don't know what a parry is? When someone throw a jab at you, or whatever the case may be, parry is when you knock the hand down. You knock it down. If someone throw a jab at you, like let's say someone is orthodox, and they shoot a jab at you, if they're orthodox, you want to block that. Let's see, if you're standing, you want to block that. If they shoot a jab at you, you want to block that with your front hand. Block it with your front hand. And then you want to knock it down. Why? Because it clears the space for you to come with that right if you want to. Or you can block it with the left hand and then shoot the jab right off of that. See what I'm saying? So you better know something. You better know something, right? A lot of these dudes don't, you know what I mean? So that, you know, that's how it works. That's how I asked my homeboy Orlando Black. Orlando Black got a bracelet off for me yesterday. Let's get into the show. Shout out to Al Money. Hey, okay. Dropping that. Bam, $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Al Money, what you say, fam? He say, your super sticker. Salute to you, bro.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yes, sir, we did it first.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different.
This is different, man. Is Tank Davis fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz next? The answer won't shock you. Is Ortiz versus Ruiz a pay-per-view fight? Let's get into the show. Is Tank Davis fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz next? If the Mexican Mike Tyson has it his way, he will be fighting Tank Davis next. Tank Davis next, right? In a recent interview with the boxing scene, guys, we're going to be talking about Pitbull. We're going to be talking about Tank Pitbull, and we're going to be talking about Andy Ruiz and Ortiz. And tomorrow we're going to give our predictions on that fight. Tomorrow we're going to give our predictions on that fight. Pittbull Cruz, in an interview with Boxing Scene, Pittbull Cruz told reporters, and I quote, "The fight against Tank Davis absolutely motivated me," Cruz told Boxing Scene and other reporters during a recent virtual press conference. "My goal is to be able to face Tank Davis again." You already know where we're going at with this, right? You should be able to pick up what it is, right? Now, the strange thing about this is this. Calvin Ford, Tank Davis's trainer, said the exact same thing after the Rollie Romero fight in a post-fight interview. Remember when he knocked Rollie Romero out? Well, TKO Rollie got counted out. Well, TKO Rollie got out. Anyway, it was a stoppage. And then they interviewed Calvin Ford outside of the arena, and he had his mom over there, and this and that, yada, 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 yada. And what did Calvin Ford say? I have the receipt. For anyone who wants to challenge me, I can show you what he said. I can show it to you physically, so your own eyes can see it. Anybody want to challenge me on that? Ford stated the only fighter that he wants Tank to fight next is Pitbull, because we made him a star. Now, this star word is going around a whole lot in boxing, right? Everybody's a star. Everybody's a star. My cousin is a star. Shotty Big Nuts is a star. Poke Chop Willie is a star. Hog Head Cheese is a star. Chico Stick is a star. Hobo Sam is a star. Everybody a goddamn star. We made him a star. How you made him a star? Because you had a fight with him? So this star shit is very, very, the word gets thrown around a lot, right? Now, if a person has some kind of notoriety a little bit and he's making a buzz for himself in boxing, that doesn't mean he's a star. He's just making a little buzz for himself. There are certain things that you have to do in order to become a star in the sport of boxing. Remember me, I'm the old school guy. I have a criteria that I go by. Let's pull up my criteria. These guys don't have criteria. This is the problem. Where's my criteria at? Here you go, the criteria right here. My criteria is, if you want to become a star in the sport of boxing, who have you beat? What was the level of competition who you fought and beat? How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Have you cleaned out a division, or at least attempted to clean out a division? Did you dominate the division? If you was a champion, did you dominate the division? And I tell you guys time and time again, when you are a champion, the way you prove you are the best, anybody can win a belt. But the proof is in the pudding. When you're able to prove night in and night out by defending your title, even if you don't do what Larry Holmes did or Marvin Hagler did or even Bernard Hopkins did, because in today's time, you're not going to get that. Dudes defending their titles 20 times, you're not going to get that. These niggas fight once a year. A couple of them fight twice a year every now and then, but you're not going to get that. But if you want to become a star in the sport of boxing, who you fight matters. I don't listen to BS promoters. Now, you guys know I talk about Booger Ray, but Booger Ray is a BS promoter. Let's be real. Everything I say is definitely, I know I joke a lot. You guys know that, right? But Booger Ray is pretty much full of shit, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I get it, though. I do get it. I get it. Now, Pittbull Cruz is not a star as of yet, but he is making a name for himself in the sport of boxing. I think this is his second time fighting this year. And more than likely, he will be fighting in December against Tank Davis. More than likely. His style of fighting, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, his style of fighting is must-see TV amongst the boxing fans. Tank Davis said via Twitter that he will be fighting again in December, but he didn't name an opponent. We know Tank doesn't pick his fighters. He said he don't know. They just tell him who he gonna fight next, and he signed. They tell him who he gonna fight next, and that's how that works, right? So we'll see which PBC/Mayweather Promotions fighter Tank Davis will be fighting next. Since Josh Taylor dropped the belts in the 140-pound division, I think that one of the PBC fighters have one of those belts right now or in line to get that belt. I'm not sure. I have to check and see. So maybe he'll move up and fight that guy, in-house fight or something of that sort. I don't know, right? But more than likely, my money's on Pittbull Cruz. In other news, old man King Kong Ortiz will be facing Andy Ruiz this upcoming Saturday. Why is this fight on pay-per-view? I have no idea. But I do have an idea. I know why it's on pay-per-view. But I don't know why it's on pay-per-view, if you get what I'm putting, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. The last time both men fought on pay-per-view, their fights bombed at the box office. Rick Glazier said that, hey, man, Ortiz versus Martin did less than 25,000 pay-per-view buys. I do not find that hard to believe. When they fought at the Hard Rock in Miami, that shit was half empty. Wasn't a lot of people inside at the Hard Rock watching King Kong Ortiz and Charles Martin. So it's not hard for me to believe that they sold less than 25,000 pay-per-view buys. And the last time Andy Ruiz fought Areola, when he did pay-per-view, it did less than 100,000 buys. Every time I said, well, he did 130, 140. Well, guess what? Showtime never released those numbers. And they don't release the numbers because they flop, right? This fight is a good fight on paper, though. On paper, it's a good fight, but it's nowhere near a pay-per-view fight. I predict that the fans will not be paying for this fight to the liking of Showtime and the PBC. I'm not buying that fight. I'm not even going throwing a fight party Saturday for Ortiz and I'll watch it, but I'll watch it, but I'm not buying the fight. I got shit to do Saturday. Since this fight is a WBC title eliminator, we'll see who will be the one to move on to face the winner of Wilder and Helenius, because both of these guys are fighting in the title eliminators. All four of these fights are title eliminators, right? Now, based on what Pittbull Cruz and Calvin Ford said, guys, the question I have for you guys is this: do you feel that Tank Davis will be fighting Pittbull Cruz next in December? Or do you believe that Tank would choose someone else that's not signed to the PBC to fight? We'll see. And who do you guys think? What do you guys think about not Isaac Cruz, but Ortiz and Ruiz? Do you guys feel that this is a pay-per-view fight? Are you going to pay your $80 to watch that fight? Let's get into the show. Let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, man. Shout out to what did say Jamario? You said they changed the fight this Sunday because of the UFC card on Saturday. Hold on. What? Wait. Oh, damn. Hey, Jamario, I didn't even realize that, fam. I didn't even realize that. Thank you for letting me know. I'm looking at the schedule now. Hey, he right. Y'all check this out. They came and listen. UFC got them jumping off their date. I know this fight ain't gonna be good. I know this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't the NFL start Sunday? Let me see something. Don't the NFL start Sunday, guys? Shit, let me look at the schedule. Let me see something. Let me see something. Oh, the NFL starts September 11th. It starts September 11th. The NFL starts September 11th. Okay. September 11th it starts. Okay, I was like, man, they run up against the NFL. They done went crazy. But anyways, hey, thank you for letting me know that, Jamario. So yeah, he right. Check this out, guys. Check this out. He right. Jamario right. The fight is on. So UFC. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. UFC got these dudes getting off their dates Boy, UFC is a hell of a force in combat sports, boy. UFC is a hell of a force in combat sports. As a matter of fact, I might go live for that UFC fight. Cause what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start going live for MMA fights, and I'm gonna start going live for like YouTube fighters like Jake Paul and KSI. Because I'm gonna expand my platform and bring more people over here. Bring more people over here that's not that's not traditional boxing fans. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start going live for all that. Anything combat sports, I'm going live for. Certain boxing matches I'll go live for. If it's something I don't like, I ain't going live for it. That's what I'm gonna do. So Sunday at 10 o'clock in Los Angeles. Woo, we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up, man. UFC got him. UFC got him. Got him off. Knocked down 305. Say next week, coach. Yeah. I just saw it, fam. I just saw it. Smile back. What did you say, fam? You say $80. Damn, you Americans getting ripped off when it comes to pay-per-views. He say that's like 50 pounds in our money. Yeah. Hey, smile back. If you're ugly, yes. The Americans are getting ripped off. That's why the Americans ain't buying fights. The Americans are streaming.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
The Americans are not buying the fights. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something, fam. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. I have something right here. I have something right here. Hold on. Let me see what's up. Where is this guy, Steven Espinosa? Where is this guy, Steven Espinosa? Where is this guy? Hold on. Where is Steven Espinosa? I have a receipt I want to show you guys. Oh, there you go right there. There you go right there. There it go. Yes, sir. There it go. Show y'all something. See, don't let them fool ya. Oh, no. I want to show you something from 2014. Show you something from 2014. What to say, slide a deal? You say nobody's paying to watch Ruiz Ortiz fight. No, that's not a pay-per-view fight. That's not a pay-per-view fight, fam. That's not a pay-per-view fight. That's not a pay-per-view fight, fam, at all. I can tell you that right now. That's not a pay-per-view fight. I'm not buying that shit. I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna pay for it. And that's all I'm gonna say. What did he say? He said, good luck with that. He said, good luck with that new media today. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's gonna do well. I know it's gonna do well. You know how I know it's gonna do well? Because it's gonna do well. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do well. I'm bringing a different audience. I gotta bring a different audience. What you say? Money Grams. You say I'm definitely streaming King Kong fight. I'll pay to see Crawford and Spence though. Hey, you know what the crazy part about it, Money Grams? Yeah, you'll pay to see Crawford and Spence. That's if we get it. See, these people in boxing are really. Shout out to my brother Big Blunts in boxing. Shout out to Big Blunts in boxing. These dudes in boxing really, they's messing it up. I'm not gonna say in boxing. I'm gonna say over here in America. Over here in America, like Showtime is a terrible network. When it comes to for boxing, Showtime is terrible for boxing. Yeah, we got Canelo, fought Caleb Plant, but that was because of Canelo. That was because Caleb Plant had a belt that Caleb Plant had a belt that Canelo won. They gave us the 3 Wilder fights, Wilder Fury fights. Let me show you guys this. This is from 2014. 2014, I'm finna show y'all the game. 2014, Espinosa explains Showtime's position on pay-per-view numbers. This article was written, guys, July the 16th, 2014. You say, but Cole, that was written 8 years ago. Why are you showing us this? I'm finna show you how it's relative till today. Let me go ahead and blow it up one more again. Fans looking forward to sifting through future pay-per-view numbers after a big fight, as a way to rate the success of a promotion shouldn't rely on Showtime to provide those figures going forward. Showtime boxing head Stephen Espinosa, the Weasel, the Weasel, Stephen Espinosa told the boxing scene on Monday the network plans on withholding upcoming pay-per-view numbers to avoid the type of controversy that engulfed Floyd Mayweather's last bout with Marcos Maidana on May the 3rd, when the topic of the pay-per-view buys seemed to overwhelm the actual bout itself. The numbers will only be released if the event sets a pay-per-view record, Stephen Espinosa said. This is where it started from. Now, this shit don't make no sense, what he said. Why they don't want to release a number because some kind of controversy. What controversy? Did Maidana and Mayweather fight do the numbers that you said it did or it didn't? Now, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is, and I remember we had Rick Glazier on here. Rick Glazier says that he has an attorney that he knows that works with he's a cable and satellite attorney. And the cable and satellite attorney, he's able to get all the information that he needs about, hey man, what pay-per-view numbers this fighter did, or what pay-per-view numbers that fighter did. And he come out and tell, yeah, man, I know an attorney. He don't say the attorney's name. And he works in the cable and satellite company in business, and this is how we able to get the numbers. So back in the day, Rick Glazier and these guys, they used to be all right. Showtime started putting out fake pay-per-view numbers, according to sources. So you had people like a Rick Glazier and stuff like that, like, no, man, no. That fight didn't do those numbers. That fight did these numbers. And according to what Rick Glazier said, they knew it was true. So a beef had transpired. They got mad or whatever. The case may be. Now there was a way to validate and confirm, hey, wait a minute, y'all not doing the numbers you say you're doing, as it relates to certain fights. Now, all of a sudden, he said, hey, look here, man, we're not going to show the numbers no more. So when he said the controversy that happened, he's talking about Rick Glazier. True. He's talking about Rick Glazier. Shout out to Layman Sorter. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute to you, fam.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Here you go right here. So let me show y'all this here, right? So back in 2014, Showtime got out of the showing the pay-per-view numbers business. The dynamic that we've observed over the last 6 months, in particular, there seems to be almost an obsession with the pay-per-view numbers. This is what he said 8 years ago. Espinosa said during a break from a press tour in Manhattan on Mayweather's September 13th rematch of Maidana. Now, let's start right there. He said there seems to be an obsession with pay-per-view numbers. If there was an obsession with pay-per-view numbers, there was an obsession with Floyd Mayweather with pay-per-view numbers. Floyd used to always brag about his pay-per-view numbers. Floyd used to always say, look, I broke the pay-per-view record. Look, there's no fighter in boxing sold more pay-per-views than me. Look at my live gates. Look, Floyd was obsessed with pay-per-view numbers. You guys Showtime was obsessed with pay-per-view numbers. They used to put them out all the time. You see, I still don't believe Rollie Tank did 350. No, hell no. They ain't do nowhere near that. They didn't do nowhere near that. Whatever number that you heard that was put out there by Mike Coppinger or whatever the case may be, those are lies. They didn't do nowhere near that. Nobody's buying pay-per-views. This is what Tim Smith is talking about. That's why I said, but damn, if Errol Spence is selling all these pay-per-view numbers that y'all say he's selling, why you got a problem putting the fight together with Crawford and Spence? If he's doing all of these big boy numbers that you say he's doing, why, and he's a cash cow. Why y'all ain't making this fight? And then Tim Smith come around and say, oh man, economics, nobody's going to buy the fight. They're going to steal it. How does he know they're going to steal it? Because everybody's stealing their fights. True. That's how you know. That's how you know that. Everybody's stealing their fights. That's how, you know, that's how you know. That's how they know. They'll tell you what it is if you listen to them close enough. They'll tell you what it is if you listen to them close enough. Them doors ain't selling what they putting out there. Because the PBC ain't putting out no numbers, and Showtime ain't putting out no numbers. So where this shit coming from? Stephen Espinosa told you 8 years ago, we ain't putting out no more pay-per-view numbers. Well, what happened? Oh, wasn't nobody buying that shit no more. So if they started falling off in 2014, you know goddamn well ain't nobody buying pay-per-views now. The biggest game in town when it comes to comeback sports is MMA, is UFC. And they put their numbers out there. They show it to you. UFC selling. UFC slapping boxing all across the head when I'm just calling it like it is. I got to get into the UFC business now. I got to get into it. Ain't nothing else. I got to get into it now. You get what I'm saying? Over here in America, the UFC fan base is different from the American fan base. The UFC, well, the American boxing fan base. The UFC fan base are used to seeing, they see Crawford and Spence fight each other all the time in the UFC. And the UFC, they see Tanks versus Ryan Garcia all the time in the UFC. They see a Lomachenko versus a Teofimo Lopez all the time in the UFC. In boxing, it's like pulling teeth in order to get certain fights in America. Because I don't really see this shit going on nowhere else but right here in America. When it comes to certain fighters. You get what I'm saying? That shit going over here. So nobody's buying that shit. And this is what Stephen Espinosa said right here. And it seems to have gotten to the point to where it's even overshadowing the talk of the event itself. And we just came to the conclusion that we are not going to feed into it anymore. And it really was a gradual process. What do you mean by gradual process? He probably said it was a gradual process that those pay-per-view numbers wasn't being sold. They were selling anymore because of streaming. It really was a gradual process. But when we saw the talk after the May 3rd fight being dominated by pay-per-view buys at the expense of people discussing what was really exciting, that shit don't make no sense what the fuck he's saying. Action-packed fight and one of the most competitive fights in recent memory for Floyd, it seemed to be real negative for the event. So he's so concerned about negativity, you know, because y'all putting out Boudadine on pay-per-view numbers. So he's saying for the sport as a whole. So what he's saying is, Espinosa said the network will only release the figures if it's a huge record setter. If we break 2.5 million buys, well, shit, ain't nobody gonna break no 2.5 million buys today. This is how he justified the bullshit 8 years ago. But the normal course of business will be to withhold pay-per-view numbers. And then he say, I don't think it's particularly healthy having the pay-per-view results released to the public. I want you to read this again. He says right here, I don't think that it's particularly healthy to have pay-per-view results released to the public. We just decided that we didn't want to particularly feed into it anymore. Do you want to know why? You want to know why it ain't healthy? Because it will expose the Ponzi scheme that's going on with Showtime about these Boudadine ass numbers they was putting out there. That's why. That's what he mean by that. So when you come over here arguing to me, man, my fighter sold 360,000 pay-per-view buys fighting Mikey Garcia. Oh, he did? Yeah, my fighter sold 300,000, 350,000 fighting Sean Porter. Oh, he did? Yeah, my fighter did 300,000 fighting Danny Garcia. Oh, he did? Do you have the receipts on that, sir? Oh, I already know the answer to it. I know the answer. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got the receipts. Look at this video that Blue put out. Shout out to Blue. Oh, look at this video look at this video that Fanon put out. Sir, is that your receipt? Because when I look at the video, he's quoting something that someone else said in a tweet. Mike Carpenter or Dan Raphael. And in their tweets, they say according to sources. We already know what that according to sources shit mean. Dan Raphael and Mike Carpenter, they never showed any receipts. They just said according to sources. Their sources are people from Showtime that made a leak some information in there. Yeah, dog. Hey, listen, check this out, dog. We tell them we did 360,000. Oh, they did? Yeah. I need you to report that. Okay, I'll report that. Put that out there. So you ain't got no solid information. You just taking Buddha Dean information and running with it. I just showed you what the man said 8 years ago. This is why they don't show pay-per-view numbers. That shit ain't selling. Your fighter ain't doing what you think he doing, dog. Your fighter ain't doing what you think he doing. That's all I'm saying. Now, I feel good for your ego. You know, because I know a lot of guys live their lives vicariously through their fighters' lives. So when you hear this fighter did these astronomical, or these fake numbers that's really not astronomical, it makes you feel good because his success is your success because you ain't got shit going on in your life. But then when you peel back, when the rubber hits the road, guess what? Nah, he ain't doing those numbers, dog. He ain't doing those numbers. Because I got one question to ask. Did Stephen Espinosa say he did those numbers? No. Did Al Heyman say he did those numbers? Anybody from the PBC said he did those numbers? No. Where did you get that from, sir? How do you know it's true? I could give you an example of when Showtime used to release pay-per-view numbers. And HBO when it was around. Oh, I got the receipts. I keep receipts. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. I want to open up the phone lines. We need 200. He said, Coach, this week UFC giving away the number 2 heavyweight versus a top 5 fighter. With with the 2 top fighters at middleweight getting at it for free this weekend. Boxing can't compete with UFC.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Boxing can't compete with UFC. Not in America. I specifically say America. The reason why is because American boxing fans, especially the Black American boxing fans, they're so arrogant. They're so arrogant, right? They honestly believe that if it ain't going on in America, though nothing else matters. When you are a champion in the sport of boxing, you are a world champion. Now, if you have a domestic belt, like Luis Ortiz, he had the FE Carbox belt. Then he had the WBA Fidelity belt. Those are domestic titles. But once you become a world champion, you are the champion of the world. You're a champion of the world. You're not a champion of your promotional company. You're not a champion of the network. You are a world champion. What does that mean? That means that you would take on all challengers from around the world. You would take on all of the top guys from around the world. This is what it means to be a world champion.
True.
This is what it means to be a world champion. You get what I'm saying? This is what it means to be a world champion. Somehow that got lost in the translation somewhere. And then you will have guys who don't even have real belts. You have guys who have Reggie belts, and they will say that, hey, man, you know, shit, man, my fighter a champion. He's not a champion. A Reggie belt is a Reggie belt. If you don't have the main title, you're not a champion. You're a title holder, right? But if you don't have the main belt of a sanctioning body, you cannot call yourself a champion. And if you have all of the belts, like a Jamel Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, or Devin Haney, guess what? You are the undisputed world champion. There's no dispute. How we know? Because you got all the belts. You can't argue with that. You get what I'm saying? So this is how this works. And so it's just a whole lot of buffoonery going on. So when you guys tell me, hey man, you guys tell me, man, hey man, your fighter is doing this or doing that. No, sir, your fighter ain't doing what you think he's doing, bro. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. It sounds good though for your ego, make you feel good for your city in your hood. But you say that he say that's why we see what you say. He said, that's why you see all these dumbass pound for pound lists this morning. Hey, you know what? Old Dirty Boxing, they got 1 million pound for pound lists. What they say, John B. Poetic? He said, UFC love their fans. Yeah, man, I'm still covering boxing, but I'm covering UFC as well. And I got to cover this KSI and Jake Paul, and I got to cover that too. Because those dudes are doing big numbers. The boxing fans it's too much. It really for me, because I live in America, it's on social media, it's the American boxing fans the American boxing fans is the worst. They don't know shit about boxing. They dick ride for promotional companies. They don't want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. And they listen, they give fighters who haven't done anything credit, and guys who are doing the most. So this is American boxing fans today. The fighters who are doing the most get discredited, and the fighters that are doing the least, they get the most credit. I can't make this shit up.
True.
And if you ask me how I feel, especially online about a lot of these, a lot of this stuff I see on the internet, on Twitter, and in the YTBC, if you ask me how I feel, I'm going to have to plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Hey, what you say, Wise Guy? He said you can cover both UFC and boxing. Ain't no problem with that. Hey, I appreciate that, fam. Cause Wise Guy, I was contemplating it for about a couple of months now. I said, you know what, man, dog, I gotta cover UFC. Because I'm missing out on some good fights. Me, I like to watch the fights. I like to watch the best fight the best. And if I can't get that in boxing, then shit, I still cover boxing. But let me go ahead over here, man, and watch UFC. Let me go ahead and watch UFC. We gonna cover that. Cause I want to get some UFC subscribers over here. I need those crossover bucks. hey, Wise Guy, I need those crossover bucks. I need those crossover bucks. That's what we need. In the YTBCs, I need the crossover bucks. I need them Jake Paul bucks. I need those KSI bucks. You know what I mean? I need the Shorty Big Nuts and Hobo Sam bucks. That's what we need. The American boxing scene, and I deal specifically with the black boxing fans. Why am I talking about the black boxing fans? Because the black boxing fans are the only ones I know on YouTube. These niggas argue A side, B side, side of the street, wrong network, sign the contract, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, take whatever we give you. They the only ones doing that. I don't see Alexander Usyk fans doing that. I don't see Tyson Fury fans doing that. I don't see Anthony Joshua fans doing that. I don't see Canelo Alvarez fans doing that. I don't see Chocolatito. It's a lot of fighters fans you don't see doing that. But when it comes to the black American boxing fans on YouTube, these are the only dudes I know. They go out of their way to argue, and they argue for a reason why we should not have this fight. You can't make this shit up. They argue for reasons why we shouldn't have a fight. And then they say, my fighter don't need to fight this guy because we automatically know he'll beat him. It's about putting butts in seats. My fighter a cash cow. My fighter sold out this. Sir, what does that have to do with boxing? How are we going to know who the best fighters is in the sport of boxing if these guys don't fight each other? This is how you know. Come on, man.
True, true, true.
You get what I'm saying, fam? Shout out to Douglas. Let me talk to the people in the chat. Let me talk to y'all in the chat, man. Stop running my mouth. Let me talk to the chat, man. All right, y'all, let's get the lights up, man. Let's get the lights up. We got 250 here and less than 200 lights. Let's get the lights up. Wise guy. Let me talk to the people, man. What do you say, wise guy? Let me blow this up. Hold on, fam. Let me blow this up. Hold on, fam. Let me blow this up. Yeah, I'm not gonna. They make me sick, dog. I swear to God, they make me sick, dog. Shout out to Douglas Duran. You say they're oppressed. Shout out to Marta King Boxing. What you say, fam? Marta King Boxing say, man, what the hell happened? You say no lies detected, Coach. Truth. Lil Green Ass P say never saw. He say never. What you say? Never saw shit. Or some of the string lifts. He say like the world of fanaticals on the internet. You say, oh shit, is Bron going back to the Cavs? I don't even watch basketball, so I couldn't tell you. I don't watch basketball. I don't know what the hell going on in the NBA. Ever since that shit went woke, ever since they started this progressive movement in the UL in the NBA, and LeBron and them started going woke, and I'm done. I don't watch none of that shit. I don't watch football or basketball, or I don't even watch ESPN Sports Center. I don't watch none of it. I haven't watched that shit in like 3 years. Shout out to Jay Briz. You say, for real, man, boxing never used to be this way. Nah, it doesn't. It didn't. What you say, Rico? Rico say these American fans like flashiness. JT say even in boxing, women go harder. They don't have that male ego to protect like the male fighters do. Now, you know what it is too, JT? You got a lot of dudes over here. These dudes hide behind their promoters. They hide behind their promoters. They hide behind their fan bases. Shout out to Dim Gaines. You say this is very true, coach. I get high blood pressure reading some of the comments. Hey, Dim Gaines, it's crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's very crazy. When you become a champion in the sport of boxing, you become a world champion. That means that you are going to have to fight people from all around the world. As a matter of fact, I had one dude say, oh man, you always bragging on Usyk. You always bragging on Usyk. You cooning. I said, okay, cool, I'm cooning. He said, I'm cooning, right? I said, sir, where am I cooning at, sir? You always talking about, how good, what I don't know if anybody can hear me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Turn this light on over here. Can you guys see me now? Can you guys see me now? He said we're back. Okay, cool. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. It's amazing. As soon as I said something about that woke shit, the power went out. I know the video was fuzzy, so I wonder. I know the video was fuzzy, guys. The internet went out. The power went out of my house. The power went out of my house, guys. So I have no, I have no control over that. I have no control over that. But as soon as I said something about that, hold on. Let me see. Let me refresh the screen. Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Let me do this. I know the screen looks kind of fuzzy. Guys. We might have to, you know what? I might have to go off camera. I may have to go off camera, guys. Let me go off camera for a minute because I don't want you guys not seeing the screen. Shout out to dropping that quarter of a up on your butt.
Super chat received.
Let me go to guys. Hold on, I'm switching the internet. You say you just criticized the woke and triggered the algorithm. Hey, you know what? All jokes aside, you might be right. You might be right. This how YouTube play, bro.
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hold on, guys. Let me see. Can I switch the internet right quick? Let me see. Can I switch it? Bear with me for a moment. It's going to pause for a minute. Let me see. Can I switch? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, we back. I just switched. I have two internets, different internets. I just switched it to something else. So anyway, let's get back to the show. Sorry about that, guys. I had no control over that. The power went out. The internet went out. So, I guess I can't talk about certain things. Shout out to my sister Bless 365, Julio Guzman. I know the signal is choppy. Hold on. Julio Guzman. I know the signal is choppy. Hold on. Yeah, I know it's choppy, fam. I'm listening to the show right now. And it ain't nothing I can do about it, fam. Y'all seen what happened. The power went out. So the power went out. It ain't nothing I can do about that. Hey, boy, I tell you. Somebody sent another super chat. He said you criticize. Did I miss another one? Shout out. Let's talk to the people. Shout out to Julio Guzman. He said, damn right. Just a fan. He said he has been having camera issues. No, that's not the camera. The camera, I got the camera fixed. It's not the camera. The power went out. The power went out in the entire house. And the internet went off. Bernard say, Jason Moles.
True.
Hey, it's the ops. I told y'all I got some powerful ops. I told y'all I got some powerful ops, boy. The ops at me. I told you, listen, y'all think I be making stuff up. I'm telling you, I got some powerful ops. They don't like me, dog. They don't like me, dog. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I got some powerful ops. It is raining outside, though. It's raining outside. Actually, it's storming outside. I'm looking out there now. It's storming outside. It's storming outside. But it is what it is. What